Minute Math. When you need help, you use Minute Math.
I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're learning about the order of operations. We're going to evaluate each expression. So, if I was given this expression, 30 minus 3 divided by 3. Well, the first thing we have to do is what's in our parentheses, 30 minus 3, okay? So, 30 minus 3 comes first, which is 27. Then, we have that divided by 3. So, we got rid of the parentheses because we've done that operation. There's nothing else inside the parentheses too, so we don't need that anymore. So now we have 27 divided by 3. Well, 27 divided by 3 is 9, and so 9 is our final answer. 21 minus 5 divided by 8. 21 minus 5 divided by 8. Well, parentheses are first. 21 minus 5, we have to deal with it inside the parentheses, is 16. Then we have that divided by 8. We can get rid of the parentheses here. Now we have 16, divided by 8. Well, 16 divided by 8 is 2. So our final answer here now is just 2. 1 plus 7 squared. All right? Well, 7 squared is 49, and we have to deal with the exponents first, right here. So we plus, bring down the 1, 7 squared, 49. Now we can deal with the addition. 1 plus 49 is 50. So final answer here is just 50. 5 times 4 minus 8. Here, multiplication must come first. So 5 times 4 is our first step, which is 20. Bring down the minus 8. Now we have 20 minus 8, and 20 minus 8 is 12. So final answer here is just 12. 8 plus 6 times 9. Well, 8 plus 6 times 9. Multiplication is first here. So we deal with 6 times 9. 6 times 9 being 54. And let's bring down that 8. Now we have 8 plus 54. Well, 8 plus 54 is just 62. So 62 here, and that is our final answer. 3 plus 17 times 5. Okay? First step is 17 times 5. Multiplication comes first here. So let's do that on the side. 17 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Right? So 5, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So we have 85 here. So 17 times 5 is 85. Then we bring down the 3. So now we have 3 plus 85. Well, 3 plus 85 is just an 88. So our final answer here is just an 88. 7 plus 12 times 11. First step, multiplication. That's what we got to deal with first here. 12 times 11. So let's do that. 12 times 11. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. Pretty easy. Place value for the first one, second one. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. Add the 2 together. 2 and 0 are 2, 1 and 2 are 3, and we just bring down that 1. So 12 times 11 is 132. Bring down that 7. Now we have 7 plus 132. Well, 132 plus 7 comes out to be 139, and so 139 is now just our final answer. 15 plus 40 divided by 20. So 15 plus 40 divided by 20. Well, first step is division here. 40 divided by 20. So 40 divided by 20 comes out to be 2. All right? So way we can think about it, right? 20 is half of 40. So 40 divided by 20 is just 2. Bring down the 15. Now, 15 plus 2. 15 plus 2 is 17. So our final answer is 17. 20 plus 16 minus 15. Okay? Well, first step, we have addition and subtraction, right? In reality, it really wouldn't really matter which way we do it, but let's go left to right here. Addition first. 20 plus 16 is a 36 minus 15. Now 36 minus 15 comes out to be 21, and so our final answer here is just 21. Make it a little nicer. It kind of made it worse. 19 minus 15 minus 3. First step, 19 minus 15. We know that's a 4, so we got 4 right here, and we bring down the minus 3. We're just going to be left to right here, okay? So now we have 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is just 1. So our final answer here is easy, and it's 1. 9 times 3 plus 3 divided by 6, okay? Well, the first step here is I have my parentheses. Inside it, I have 3 plus 3. So 3 plus 3 comes out to be 6. So let's bring down the 9 and then divide it by 6, okay? So now we have 9 times 6 divided by 6. Well, order is not necessarily super important here with multiplication and division, okay? But we'll just read left to right, and you might be able to see that 6 divided by 6 is 1, 9 times 1 is 9. Well, we'll see how we can get there a different way. 9 times 6 is 54. So we have 54 here, and we're dividing by 6, okay? So left to right, 9 times 6 came first. 54 divided by 6 now is just 9. Came back to 9. So our final answer, again, is just 9. 9 plus 18 minus 3 divided by 8. Well, my first step here is whatever's in the parentheses. Got to deal with that first. So 9 plus 18 then is our real first step, right? 9 plus 18 is 27. Bring down the minus 3 and keep that in my parentheses, okay? Now still in the parentheses, we're still not done. 27 minus 3 is 24. We have a single number now. I don't need the parentheses anymore. 24 divided by 8. So now we have 24 divided by 8. Well, 24 divided by 8 is 3. So 3 now is our final answer. 9 plus 6 divided by 8 minus 2. Okay? First thing is the parentheses. Got to deal with that. 8 minus 2 is 6. And once we have a single number, don't need the parentheses anymore. Division comes down, 6 here, plus, and then 9. Okay, 9 plus 6 divided by 6. Division is now the top dog, what we got to do. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. So now we have 9 plus 1. Well, addition is our last step. 9 plus 1 is 10. Final answer, just 10. 4 times 4 divided by 2 plus 4. Okay? So first thing is in our parentheses. That's what we've got to do first. And inside of our parentheses, we see a division and addition. Division comes first between the two. So 4 comes down, bring the parentheses here. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we have 2 plus 4. Okay? So now we have 2 plus 4, and 2 plus 4 is 6. So 4 comes down, 6 right there inside the parentheses. Now I left my parentheses there because it's noting the operation between 4 and the parentheses, which is multiplication. So now 4 times 6 is my next step. 4 times 6 being 24. And so 24 is our final answer. 6 plus 5 plus 8 times 4. Okay? Parentheses comes first. 5 plus 8. Okay, that's in parentheses. So 5 plus 8 is, oh, good old 13. So we have 13 here. We have the 6, and we have times 4. Now multiplication comes next. Okay, we have to deal with that multiplication because multiplication is higher ranked than addition. So we have 13 times 4. Okay, what's 13 times 4? 13 times 4. Feel free to do this if you need it, right? 4 times 13, or 4 times 3 is 12. 2 carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is a 5. We got 52. So 6 plus 52. Awkward looking 52, but it's okay. So now we have 6 plus 52. Add them together, we get 58. And so our final answer here is just a 58. 6 times 6 minus parentheses 7 plus, that's addition, plus 5. Okay? Well, inside parentheses always comes first, so let's go do that. 7 plus 5 comes out to be 12. So we have a 12 here, and we have subtraction. Now, luckily for us, multiplication is our next step. Okay? We can bring that down if you want, but you sometimes like to combine these two steps at once, and you kind of can recognize that. Parentheses here, being separated by a subtraction, so I can do that 6 times 6, which is 36. Okay? That's only sometimes you can do that if you know it's going to be separated and know that this will be the next step and won't affect what's happening here. So now we have 36 minus 12. 36 minus 12 is 24. So we have 24 here, and that's it. Our final answer is just 24. 9 times 2 divided by 2 plus 1. Okay? Well, we have to deal with our parentheses first, each one individually. First parentheses, 9 times 2 comes out to be 18. 18 there. Division. Next parentheses, 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay? Excuse me. So we dealt with in each parentheses, and now we're left with 18 divided by 3. Well, that's easy, right? 18 divided by 3 is 6, so our final answer here is 6. 2 minus 4 plus 3 minus 6. All right? First things first, parentheses. Got to deal with them. So I'm going to leave a 2 and then subtraction there. Inside the parentheses, addition. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 here minus the 6. All right? Well, now 7 minus 6 is still in the parentheses. That's what we got to do now. It is just a 1. So we have a 1 there, 7 minus 6 being 1, and then bring down the 2. Subtraction still comes down. Now, 2 minus the only thing in the parentheses, just 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So our final answer here is 1. 7 times 7 minus 8 minus 2, and 8 minus 2 is in the parentheses. Okay? First thing we have to deal with is our parentheses. 8 minus 2 is 6. So we have 6 right there and subtraction. Now, we know that this part here is separated by a subtraction sign, and so sometimes I like to do 2 steps in one. That's the way I like to do it, knowing that it's going to be separated. Okay? 7 times 7 is 49. That just kind of saves some space there. And I would take your time with that and only really do that if you're comfortable. If not, take another step. Now we have 49 minus 6. 49 minus 6 is 43. And so our final answer is just 43. 9 minus 7 minus 6 divided by 6. Okay? First things first here is division. 6 divided by 6. Okay? Got to deal with that. Well, 6 divided by 6 is just 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. Subtraction, 7, subtraction, 9. Okay? Now we have all subtraction left. Let's read left to right, like we always do, right? 9 minus 7 is a 2, and then we have minus a 1. 2 minus 1 is next. Easy, is just a 1. So final answer here is good old 1. 4 minus 1 plus 8 divided by 8 times 5. Okay? Parentheses come first, so I'm dealing with my parentheses and ignoring that 5 right now. Inside the parentheses, division is our highest rank. So 8 divided by 8 is just 1. So I bring down the 4 minus 1 plus 8 divided by 8, which is 1. Any number times or divided by itself is always 1. So now in my parentheses, I have 4 minus 1 plus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 times 5. Then 3 plus 1 is 4 again. Back to 4 but times 5. So now multiplication times 5 is actually going to be our last step. We brought it down the whole way. Parentheses being done in essentially, or a sense. 4 times 5 is 20, and so our final answer is just 20. 10 times 2 divided by 1 plus 1. Okay? Well, 10 times 2 is first. It's in our parentheses. Got to deal with that. 10 times 2, 20. Okay? Got division here. And then this parentheses we got to deal with. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay? So we have 20 divided by 2 now. Now we can do with that. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And so our final answer here is 10. 7 times 9 minus 7 minus 3 times 5. Okay? Multiplication is our highest order, and we see it twice. Okay? So let's go deal with that. 7 times 9 first, 63. Then we'll bring down the minus 7 and minus whatever 3 times 5 is. 3 times 5 being 15. Okay? Now we have subtraction across the board. So be careful. Let's read left to right here. It's all subtraction. 63 minus 7 comes out to be, what is that? 63 minus 7 is 56, right? 56. So we have 56 here minus 15. Now, 56 minus 15, though, is 41. And so our final answer here is just 41. 8 minus 1 minus 18 minus 2 divided by 8. All right. Parentheses first. 18 minus 2 is our parentheses, and that comes out to be 16. So we have 16 here, okay, divided by 8, and then with subtraction, 1, subtraction, 8. Bring the rest down. Next order. We're done with the parentheses, but we have division. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So we have 8 minus 1 minus 2, okay? Now, left to right, okay? To right. It's all subtraction. 8 minus 1 is a 7. Bring down that 2 with subtraction. Now we have 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 is a 5. And so 5 is now our final answer.
Minute Math. When you need help, you use Minute Math. Minute Math. Minute Math. When you need help, you use Minute Math. MinuteMathTutor.com.